and the blinds drawn. Your local civil defense block wardens are now checking all homes and buildings in their areas. This is your official civil defense broadcaster.
No, Julie, I'm just going to skate around the block. Come back. But I wonder what all those sirens go by. You never met him this funny suit.
No, come right back.
Why can't I go outside?
Because he told you not to. Oh, boy. But, darling, it's too wet out there. You play indoors. Oh, fool.
That's Michael. What's that with Michael?
Oh, somewhere, I'm sure.
He and I, we're going to gallop away together, saying poo and poo and poo to everybody.
What you can do, Mother? I'll ask the block warden, maybe. I'll see. You just sit tight by the radio.
Let me in, please.
Who are you?
I'm Garson Lee. Let me in, I'll explain.
Explain.
It's about your daughter, Barbara.
Barbara?
Yes, it's a matter of urgency. I'm her science teacher in high school. Now will you let me in?
Barbara, tell me. Wasn't that a rifle shot?
Yes, auxiliary police, probably. There are looters around already.
Tell me, what about Barbara?
I think she may have been exposed to radiation today.
Think? Was she or wasn't she?
I was bringing my class back from a trip to the aircraft plant where the bomb fell. As we reached the school, it began to rain. Rain that may have been radioactive.
May have. Was it or wasn't it?
I'm not sure, but to be on the safe side, you should have a test made of Barbara as soon as possible.
What sort of a test?
With a Geiger counter.
But I don't follow you.
If the radio particles have entered, they go to the bone marrow, causing a drop in the blood count. Now, but that won't come until later. Right now, a Geiger counter is the only thing that'll give us any indication.
Barbara, what child?
Now, I'm not sure about this, but just as a preventative, I thought I should see the parents of all the students who are with me.
Who is it?
Just a second. Would you wait here, please?
Of course.
Mother? Barbara, do you know a Garson Lee?
Dr. Lee, well, sure, he's my science teacher. Why, is he going around making tests or something?
Should he?
Cheaper doctor knows everything in the world about atoms. He worked on that stuff a long way back.
He did?
Only when they started making the bombs, he decided to give it up and teach high school.
He did? Well, what did you do that for?
Well, why is he here?
Oh, just a check.
What kind of a check?
To be sure that all the children when they're on the field trip are all right.
But what? Is he still here?
Look, Barbara, I assure you.
Dr. Lee!
Hello, Barbara.
The stuff that fell, is it very bad?
But I only came to be on the safe side.
But from that kind of exposure, people could die, couldn't they?
We're not sure that you were
The
exposed.
blood comes out.
Barbara.
In about 2 weeks, the other sisters start showing hair falling out, bleeding gums. God, Barbara, holiday.
Did you have to come here and stir us up with thoughts like this? Don't go there.
Just a moment, please. If that's your air raid warden, you will tell him that you want a test made of Barbara, but please let it be your own idea.
Why?
Because I have my own very good reasons.
All right, sir. Oh, Jim Turner from the gas station.
In a new line of work right now, Mrs. Mitchell. I'm your block warden. Here is a full set of instructions for your family.
Thank you. Vital facts for civilians. Active radiation. Community organization. You think of everything.
Well, we trained for it long enough. Civil defense. Some folks thought it was a kid's game. You know, lots of laughs. Just a game. Some game.
Some laugh.
Well, now, is there anything special you'd like to know?
A million things. Where my husband is. When I'll ever hear about him. Or from him. Dead or alive. And how long this thing goes on. And Barbara. Whether Barbara...
What about Barbara?
Well, there's a chance she might have been exposed to radiation. Should she be tested?
Well, now, they've just opened a new emergency hospital down the street in the Legion Hall.
Take her out in the street?
Oh, they think it'll be perfectly safe by tomorrow.
By tomorrow? Wait until...
No, wait. I'll tell you what. Young Doc Spinelli. I know that he's standing by right now waiting for the first wounded from New York. I think I can grab him for a minute.
I can't tell you how thankful I am.
That's my job, Mrs. Mitchell. That's what I signed for.
Who'd ever thought of all the times that I drove up to your gas station?
Regular, ma'am, or high test? Let's face it, Mrs. Mitchell. We won't know what regular is again for a long, long time to come.
The way it's flickering there.
No, it's hardly stirring at all. Just picking up the tiny bit of radioactivity that you picked up from the school door going to the bus and from the bus into here.
It doesn't even show one
1 millirentgen of radioactivity on me.
Right.
It would have to show at least 2.5 or 3 millirentgens to be worth thinking about.
Correct, Professor Mitchell. I have the honor to report that you are a very well-informed, 100% red-blooded American girl.
Doctor, is Barbara all right?
Yes, ma'am. She's as right as... Oh, no. The Times have done something to rain.
Would you test Jenny, too?
Oh, sure. How are you, Jenny? Here.
No, I don't want it. I don't want it. No.
Sweetie, now just... That girl. Now, there. Is that hurt? No? Not one trace of the hot stuff. She's cool as a cucumber.
And so, as night falls, only flame is to be seen where once stood a dozen great cities. But our will to fight remains unbroken, and already we have taken the offensive to pay the enemy back in his own terms. Keep tuned for further reports later.
Barbara. Yes? That teacher of yours.
Dr. Lee?
Yes, by the time I got back to the kitchen, he'd left. He seemed so strange. For instance, the way he didn't want me to mention his name.
Oh, can't you guess why?
No, not for the life of me.
He thinks he might be on a list of wanted persons.
Heavenly day, what for?
Well, for refusing to have anything to do with war, with making the bombs. But he hates the enemy just as much as any of us. It's just that he's very religious and he's against shedding blood.
A pacifist?
But there are some people, he says, who won't see the difference, who don't have time for explanations.
Shooting again.
Those Negroes scooting through the streets, they might take him for a looter. Someone might decide to shoot first and ask questions later. Jenny.
Where's Jenny?
Jenny, she was looking for that toy horse of hers. Jenny! Jenny, where are you? Jenny! I thought you were lost. It's so cold and so wet. Poor Michael. You have gone outside, have you?
Where have you been?
Oh, just getting Michael ready for bed.
Well, you better do the same for yourself.
You're so sleepy. Poor Michael.
Barbara, you were so long brushing your teeth just now. Sure you weren't being sick?
Oh, don't be a worrywart.
You hardly ate any supper. Barbara, were you sick?
That doesn't mean it has to do with radiation poisoning. Here, look at the instruction sheet. They say nausea and vomiting made me emotional or from some other cause, and without evidence shouldn't be taken too seriously unless it recurs in a week or two. Stop looking at me as if I was doomed. I bet a lot of people don't feel so good tonight.
No, I guess not.
Ladies and gentlemen, stand by for an important address.
Oh, may I?
We bring you now the nationally famous news analyst, John Daly, with a message of hope and inspiration. Mr. Daly.
This is the report on today's bomb attack. I will not try to gloss over the happenings of these past few hours. We have been mauled badly by an enemy who hoped to destroy us with a single blow. In this, he has not succeeded. Throughout the nation tonight, we are working according to a long-prepared blueprint to carry out the two imperative tasks of the hour. These tasks are, 1, to care for the wounded and the homeless. 2, to carry the war to the
I hope we didn't wake you, Mrs. Mitchell.
carry out the...
They're from New York and Lower Westchester. They were driven out of their homes. We found them hundreds of thousands while they're in these cross-county center shelters. We're back by millions of them. Well, we've earmarked these 4 people, Mrs. Mitchell, to be put up in your house.
Hold the Debbie.
Yes, of course.
I
don't want
On the fighting front, military headquarters.
Radiation.
The fire? Feed them all away from Rivergate.